What's happening, everybody? I am your guy, the sports judge. Hey, quick question. Who do you got in the NFL toilet bowl? The game features the crappy Denver Broncos and the garbage ass Bears. This is very tough. It's pretty bad. The winner of the toilet bowl doesn't get a participation trophy. The winner, whether that be the Bears or the Broncos, is desperate for a win, let alone a participation trophy. The Bears, 0-3, are the General Hospital of the NFL. The Broncos, 0-3, are a soap opera that has lasted longer than the days of our lives, okay? Let me tell you, they're both off to historically bad starts. Denver is coming off an embarrassing loss where they just gave up 70 points. Chicago has lost its last 13 games. Both of these teams are bad. The battle of the winless Bears and Broncos is a game to watch just to see who wins the freaking game. This is about the sorriest matchup football you will ever see this season. And as you know, this game might end in a damn tie. That's a terrible thing, right? Nobody in the history has ever been as bad as the Broncos. This, I think, is the defining question. With that said, which team is under the most pressure? The Bears or the Broncos? It's clearly Denver, and it's not even close. It's an interesting debate. I personally say the Broncos, they've got a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but he's looked awful in Denver. He's been up and down. They apparently have some good pieces on both sides of the ball. They have a Super Bowl winning coach. So we hold the Broncos to a higher standard, right? It was believed that the Broncos were just a top tier quarterback away from being legitimate contenders because the rest of the roster was so strong. False statement. Everybody was talking about how good the Bears would be this season. They haven't looked good at all. This roster was built to compete. This was one of the most anticipated seasons. Excitement was at an all-time high. Expectations rose, and so did their standards. And the Bears, although they are beatable, should beat the Broncos. Can you believe I'm saying that? And yes, as crazy as it sounds, the Bears do have a chance to win this game. This Sunday, I do think the Bears will make their fans feel a little bit better with a win. Yes, I think they will beat the Broncos. It's a coaching issue in Denver, a locker room issue. They quit on Sean Payton and the coaching staff. It has become obvious that he has lost the locker room. There's a disconnect there. No one has been held to account, okay? I think that someone has to be openly held accountable. Bad tackling, bad pursuit, bad angles, bad effort, and bad gap responsibility. The defense looked terrible. The defense was non-existent. It was just disappointing. This was unacceptable. This was an unacceptable effort by the Denver Broncos. The heart, the desire, the guts, and the drive weren't there. The lack of tackling was most evident by the number of times they didn't make tackles. There's pressure on the Broncos simply because Wilson, who was acquired in a blockbuster trade, aimed to revitalize his career and was supposed to come in and be the savior, adding an established veteran quarterback to elevate Denver's offense. It hasn't happened. The Broncos were confident he could bring Denver's offense to the next level, but you can quite clearly see Wilson's decline. And I've been saying this. He's washed up and produced a terrible season last season and has gotten off to a terrible start this season. Bears quarterback Justin Fields leads a young core, but is accompanied by gigantic question marks. I feel really bad for Justin Fields. I feel terribly bad for him. The Bears have failed Justin Fields. They have set him up for failure. It's another organizational failure for a team that has a track record of ruining quarterbacks. We've seen it before. And then the word dominant was often thrown around. That's what this Bears defense, one that was one of the worst in the NFL last season, believed it was capable of being dominant. Their defense is laughable and expensive. Soft ass defense. People got too caught up in the hype. That's what happened. A complete and total disaster to start the season. Guess what? Both teams are boo-boo. I'm gonna give the Bears the little advantage on this, while I honestly think the Broncos will be slightly better because they know everybody is talking about how pitiful that performance was last Sunday. I'll give the edge to the Bears only because they don't have too many distractions and locker room problems. They don't have locker room problems. They just suck, plain and simple. I know the Broncos pose numerous matchup issues for the winless Bears who haven't been nearly as competitive. Patrick Surtain is capable of covering DJ Moore and preventing him from having a productive day. Wilson has multiple players capable of being open, but Denver players have quit. Their spirit is gone. A lot has gone wrong for the Denver Broncos. Give me the Bears in that game. Talk to you guys later. You guys have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell to make sure you guys stay notified for upcoming videos. Talk to you guys very soon. Peace, everyone.